So this is Nantucket. Last week when well, this is the first time I've ever seen it. I bought it about a year ago. I just haven't been up here. This is Orbx Nantucket. And when I flew up to Bar Harbor, I just noticed, I got to look around at the X-plane scenery, at the vStates stuff, and it looked really good up here. And, it's a nice place. Orbx stuff is always nice. And it's a little cloudy. That's why I'm flying up here, actually. It's just, opportunity to take on some bad weather. I should check out the approach. Oh, let's see, the approaches at Bar Harbor. I'm gonna scroll a long way to get up to Bar Harbor. Nope. There it is. They've only got RNAV GPSs to 4 and 2.2. The minimum is 200 AGL, so the ceiling is 400, at least at the moment it is. Visibility's okay, it's 2.5. Yeah, 400 overcast. And yeah, so this will be an interesting approach. I've been a little bit, to me, I've sort of, because I'm learning some other new airplanes, I'm, not as rock solid on the TBM as I was. So we'll just this will be an opportunity to try that out, to get back on it, to see how I'm doing. Pretty decent rotating beacon, I guess. What does it look like at night here? So yeah, and I wanted to check something else. Hold on. Video. Yep, broadcasting in 2K. Good. Let's see. So it's 1546. This is what it looks like at night here. That looks just beautiful. I always think about this. This looks like a King Air 200 is sitting here. Might be a 300. And where's the light? Well, I guess, is that a light? Is that a light right there? Okay, I think it is. Okay, so yeah, there is a light source. So yeah. And they did the whole island. We're not going to be able to see it, but they did the whole island. With this weather. But... And then the questions... The other question is, do I... try to fly this on VATSIM? I could. Let's see, I've got a flight plan here. What does this flight plan look like? That's not the flight plan I want. Alright, so we're going to fix that. Has me going over the ocean. Let's try this. That's better. That's better. Or... see what this looks like. I'm going to do that one. And what is my alternate? I suspected as much. Alright, so let's look up here and see where the weather's good. Boston. Newport State. So I'm here for decent weather. Seems to clear up as we go. That's 1,010. So I could use that as an alternate, right? Yep, I could. So I'll use that. That is KLEW. I'm taking plenty of fuel, so it doesn't matter that awful much. KLEW. EW. Alright. So that's the flight plan I want. Okay, so if I go to VATSIM, I can put this in. What altitude did it give me? Flight level 270. I'd like to see this without the clouds, but I'm going to skip that today. I see some houses that are skipped. This is probably a port of the P3D version, so I'm not surprised, I guess, that they skip some houses. May not be necessary anyway. I'm flying in 2K. This was an experiment that I did earlier, and I'm just going to try it with different airplanes in different locations and see what I think. You know, it's plus and minus. You know, do I want more resolution, which makes things clear, or do I want more, you know, houses and bigger trees? So, you know, no good answer to it, no solid answer to it. But I've used up the frames with auto, you know, I mean, any frame gain that I would have gotten, I've lost because because you have to jack up the auto or the anti-aliasing. Let's make it a little later, a little earlier. All right, so there's my flight plan, and I can go ahead. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, yeah, Traffic Global's got stuff. It's Friday night. That flight today in the Citation S550 was really good. There's another airport right over there. That's a nice looking beacon too. Okay, so now let's see if it lets me. Okay. So let's go to flight plan. And there was VATSIM on. I hope they're still on. Man, I tell you, it sort of, the whole eastern half of the U.S., except for Dallas, is lit up. All the way over to, looks like near Colorado. I'm not sure. Or Denver. Yeah, Denver is in there too. So, and all of northern Canada must be some gigantic event. And I mean, everyone's going to Atlanta. I mean, it's a big blob. So, I feel sorry for those guys. Alright, so close that. And flight plan, IFR, and TBM speed will show 220. That's a little fast, 22,000. Alright. IFR, TCAS, TBM, equipment code is Golf. Going from KACK to, and we'll see we're leaving there, and we're going to flight level 270. And there's our route. Frito to Boston to PSM, whatever that is, Portsmouth. And destination airport is KBHB. This will be iffy. Like I said, I've got an alternate. Time en route, airtime 105. One. 0105. And fuel on board is a lot. I can put down 3 hours. I could put down probably 4 hours actually. Alternate is KLEW. KLEW. Plenty of fuel for that. The server is full. Now what? Maybe I have to try a different server. Where do I find a different server? Mute settings. Servers. I don't think I have a server specified. I think let's go back. It doesn't let me. I'm not going to lose that much sleep over it. Oh, East US. I could try West US. But maybe other folks have done that too. Yeah. So that didn't work. First time I've ever seen that happen. Alright, so we're not going to do VATSIM. Do you want to help? It says, no, I've already done that. Alright, so we're in the TBM. We've got our fuel. Always makes me do that. Avionics, lights off. Airports. KACK. That's the only chart we need. We're here. We'll taxi out on Echo. Bravo to Echo. That's it. Elevation is 47 feet. Let's go. So I'll bring it up in Sim Toolkit Pro anyway. I was really kind of hoping to get a vector up at Bar Harbor. Who is that? Hey, Gene. Gene, you're the guy that got the S550, right? Generate a new flight plan. No, we don't want to generate a flight plan. Let's go back. Find a route. Latest SimBrief OFP. Let's see what it does. Yeah, it's got it. Nav data mismatch. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to do it now, but I'm going to take care of that after this flight. My nav data is messed up. It's not. It's updated. Oh, the citation 2. The Coronado citation 2. I thought it was you. Let's see. So there's my flight plan. So if I say fly now, then yep. So now I can look at the weather right here. Not you, huh? Okay. Okay. Everything's off there. Off there, off there. We're flying into some bad weather tonight. Got a low ceiling, 400-foot ceiling, and the visibility's good. But my experience in X-plane is you won't be able to land if the visibility is a half mile and your minimums are a half mile. You won't be able to. You won't see the airport. That's been my experience.
About 317 Mike Lima, maintain 290 knots for
290 or greater for 317 Mike Lima.
Okay, so the altimeter is 3006, and I wanted to look at something else. What was it?
about 414 Delta Hotel, do not exceed 290.
That's right. I wanted to look at the chart.
290 for spacing 4 Delta Hotel.
One 32.5.
Descend and maintain 16,000. Freeport altimeter 3002.
Aural warning, okay.
Bar Harbor, Maine. Yeah, I got the Orbx one. I went ahead and got it. I enjoyed flying up there, and I just thought, you know, I will. And it's on sale.
System test. Okay.
It's on sale, so I said I'll do that. 118.3. You been flying? So I'm going to say I'm going northwest, right, for my first leg, so I can do 4,000. Okay, and runway 24 is heading 241. All right. Let's get the door closed. Yeah, this is Orbx here. You can tell, I mean, just look at the garage there. They're just beautiful. And the buildings over here. It's got that, Orbx has a certain shadow feel. Now I had to pull a chuck of cast iron drain out of the house this week. Wow. See, now you're going to make me feel guilty because I've got a ceiling down here I'm supposed to be finishing. So maybe I'll work on it tomorrow. Not today. Son's upstairs cooking him and his friend some dinner. So I don't have to cook either. Alright, so everything's ready to go here. I've got that. So lights. No, too far. Timer. 2. Starter ignition oil pressure NG. No. Light off. $30 by $30. Not by much, but it's there. Cut out. Separator. Good. All set. Temperature is 20. So much AC. Garmin pilot not showing any storms in Bar Harbor, just low ceilings. Yep. Just low ceilings, just some, pretty crappy weather. Fredo. Yeah. I've got enough to where if I do a missed approach, I could do another approach. Boston. B-O-S. PSM. PSM. To ENE. Backspace there. To KBHB. KBHB. That's it. We're done. So 82 feet for Bar Harbor, that sounds about right. $83, yeah. We're good. So let's get that up. He's out of the way. Drop. Generators, AP, oxygen. Standby instruments. That's right. 606. Check LFV is right. Altimeter setting is right. Trims are right. De-ice inertial separator switch is on. So we're done. What's my flight plan? It is... You got a Garmin, huh? There it is right there. Freddo, Boston, Portsmouth to ENE, I don't know what that is, KBHB. PSM I think is Portsmouth, obviously that's Boston. I just don't know what ENE is. So we're departing 2-4. If I go arrival charts here, approach. Choose the ILS. There's an ILS to 2-2. What's the wind? Calm. I could do the ILS to 2-2. I prefer ILS over GPS. In fact, BHB and bring that up, get it ready. And it says it's got airports. There we go. It's the parking area. So we'll land on 2-2 this way and be taxi off one of these. You prefer GPS, huh? Why? I'm curious. I was gonna be, but the server is full. If you go look at ThatAware or something like that, there's a gigantic event happening in Atlanta, and it covers the entire east side of the U.S. And so the server is full. It's completely full. Let's see. So flight plan. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, I would have liked to have gotten vectors to final up here. Yep, so that's a flight plan. That's 2 miles. 5 miles. Not sure why. I guess it keeps me on GPS all the time as opposed to having to dial in the ILS, etc. One of these days I'll follow you in somewhere. Okay. You know, we could do that. Yeah, I like the... I don't know. I'm sure that eventually ILSs will fade away, but replaced by something else. They were talking about this thing called an MLS a long time ago. And that never panned out. So, give me a minute. I'll be right back. Yeah, I remember when they were coming out. That was back in the 80s. We were talking about them. Yeah, ILS, I'm old school. That's true. I guess I am. Let's see, do I have everything set? Gonna need some anti-ice tonight. Can't go that way. Can't go that way. I'll have to. I'll cheat. I'll look. Yeah, I can go that way. I don't like that steam off the back of the airplane. It looks so cheesy. All right. Taxi light. Plenty of room. Let's not get too close to the fuel trucks. That's what I was flying today. That thing right there. It's a CJ2. Took that up and did a flight from, where did I go? From St. Petersburg up to, or down to Key West. And here, let me put my headset on so I don't have to talk over the engine. And it was great. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm not on the taxiway yet. Missed the outside SG. Missed the outside SG. What is the SG? So I'm on golf instead of, I guess it goes to the same place. Yeah, it takes a little bit more prep to do the ILS. I mean, in a TBM or an airplane with a G1000, after you pass the intermediate fix, the ILS should automatically pop up if you've got the frequency dialed in. You know, it doesn't quite do it right on this version of the GPS. You have to manually dial it in, which is okay. It only takes a moment. And then you pass the intermediate fix and it'll just flop right over to the ILS. I like to do it manually. You know, I don't like any guesswork. And a lot of times I'm getting a vector. If I'm on VATSIM, I'm getting a vector. And when you're on vectors, you just swap over to CDI or to Loc 1 right away. So flaps down. Good. Let's check that fuel cap again. Yep. All right. Did yes, I did. I flew the TBM from let's see, from Tulsa to Dallas Love. And that was a nice flight. After futzing around with the Zevo for, you know, for a fair amount of time, it was good to get back into the TBM. And I have been doing some practice approaches in the 738, the default one, and I think I've got some things worked out. I had a couple things going on, but you weren't talking. Maybe. I mean, you can hear me now. You can hear me now, right? Because, well, I think you can. Um, the I was having, still occasionally having problems with the uh, headset, but this is a new headset, and it's me getting used to it, and it's partly knowing about some quirks in the streaming software. But this one is better. It doesn't cut out on me. The other one was cutting out all the time. And the sound on this one is unbelievable. Okay, good. I'm glad. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to depart here, and I'm going to be making a right turn, climbing to 4,000 feet. Okay, altimeter set. Fuel looks good. Trim looks good. LFE looks good. And we're going to flight level 270. So let me go to the checklist. Let's see. Taxi light is on. Check. Nose wheel steering is obviously fine. Flight instruments is set. CAS is good. LFE is set. Parking brake throttle checked. Flaps are set. The ice panel will set in a moment. Flight controls are checked. Trims are checked. Strobe switch is on. CAS display is checked. Fuel is right. Flight instruments are checked. Altimeter setting is checked. LFE is checked. Rotate at 85 and amps are at 1. Return. I'll go a little slower when was wireless, you said, the old one. Yeah, this one's wireless too. I went to Best Buy and talked to a guy for a while about it, and this is the one I settled on. It's a, what is it, a Nari. Sound on it is really wow. So yeah. So lights, icing, flaps are set, transponder, switches, 18.3. What is departure frequency? 126.1. A little bit offset, it'll be okay. 126. Feels weird not being on VATSIM with the weather like this. Honestly. Yeah, the old one was wireless and I kept getting disconnects all the time and it wouldn't hold a charge. And I got fed up with it. I left the experimental flight model off. Should be okay, I guess. I hope so. Flaps up. Yaw damper on. up. Always a little disconcerting when you first fly into the clouds. We'll intercept this course and then I'll put it on autopilot. Icing. Alright, now let's climb on up. Leave the inertial separator on right now. Yes, I am flying with real weather. Yeah, happy Friday to you, Charpentier. Better view. Looks like we're on top. It's good practice. Good. And let's see, inertial separator's on. I guess I can kill the icing. And kill the inertial separator. Sync up the heading bug. I'm not IFR qualified either. This is how you learn how to fly IFR. It feels, I have to say, it feels quite a bit the same. I've got some IFR hours, but it was just in training. Not seeing any icing. Yeah, I just wasn't. I actually got hit with a bit of icing this morning, so I wasn't taking any chances. Lights off. Yeah, when I was flying the, yeah, I did. I was at 24,000 feet over Florida, and that can happen. I was flying in and out of storms, especially in storms. About a year ago, I was flying to Cheyenne, and I flew right into a major thunderstorm. Couldn't see it because I don't have weather radar in that thing. And, you know, I was looking at the windshield. It's the first time I ever got ice. And the windshield had this funny rain on it. And I was like, looking at it going, is that a glitch, a graphics glitch? And then I'm sitting there thinking, is that ice? And I got my icing on quickly, but not quickly enough. Because then I went nose over, not nose over, wing over, and then straight down to the ground, and I was up at altitude 23,000 or so, and I ended up leveling off at 5,000 feet. Yeah, if you fly, you know, if you're flying a lot of IFR in the sim, then yeah, icing is very bad. Yeah, TBM up in New Jersey actually crashed with icing. They're pretty good with icing, but sometimes it can accumulate in like 30 seconds. You know, it doesn't take much time at all. Killed the mother, the father, their daughter, and I think a friend too. Yep. I'm usually pretty cautious about it. After, you know, I've had 2 events with icing that were bad. That one was the worst of the 2. And really, today really could have been bad because I wasn't being so cautious. I don't even know where the temperature gauge is in the S550 in the citation. I suspect I'll be flying that one more. It's a fun airplane to fly, and it is, you know, I was pondering it when I was flying it, and I think I would rate it about 8.4, 8.5 compared to other X-plane airplanes. Compared to Coronado, I'd rate it up higher because obviously Coronado has trouble finishing airplanes. You know, it's in their top 10% for sure, probably top 5%. You know, really nice sounds. The only thing is I'm not real familiar with the X-plane FMS. And I was struggling with that, trying to figure out how to do things. Colgan 3407. I don't know what that means. The Air Force, the Coronado King Air. So curious which Coronado King Air. They've got 3, right? At least 3. I think they may have 4. We've got the 90, the 200, the 350, and then the 350 with that custom avionics package. I've got the 200 somewhere. The 200, yeah. Haven't tried that one much. I've got it, and like I said, well, I didn't say it here, but on another video, cycling through some of my older airplanes now that I've got XPRealistic and tuning them to see how it affects the airplane. And You know, it does add something to all of them. At least the ones I've set up. The ones I have set up are the Zebo, this one, the what is it? The oh, why is it slipping my mind? The DA62 and now the S550. And the S550 I'm working with. I've been going back and forth with that one for a bit. My favorite is where I hit the birds on final into KPDX. I've never hit birds, never seen them. I heard that if you see them, you're going to hit them. So if you're flying along and you see birds, they say that you're going to hit them. Like KPDX is a nice airport. Oh, you set it up to hit. Lost an engine. Okay. I flew the Cheyenne last night from Atlanta down to Jacksonville. All I planned to do was take off. I don't remember. I was testing something. And I don't remember what it was exactly, but I took off and made a left turn and just was flying for a while. And I said, you know, I'll just go into Jacksonville. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Are there really birds? And yeah, yep, there are. I grew up in Portland. Yeah, it's Pilot Guy. Yep, there are birds. I've never seen them. Maybe it's something you have to turn on. 42 knot headwind. Flying as fast as a Cessna 182. A little faster. Deployed its wings a few seconds. Wow. Saw an MD-11 on your... Yeah. MD-11s are usually pretty big. You know, there may be a couple of small ones out there. I've had some bird strikes in real life, but never in X-plane. There's a video on YouTube somewhere of a guy that hits a bird and it shatters his screen. But MX loves it when you come back with a bird strike. I've never had one. Knock on wood. So we do get to see a little bit of scenery. I don't know what the weather's going to be like when we get up to Bar Harbor. student. Okay. I was a decent student. I wasn't great. I was good enough. I was good enough. I think it's just... Are you familiar with the phone app that lets someone control your flight? Weather, time of day, failures? No. I had one at 6,000 feet recently smashed just against my window in front of me, and it was full with blood. Engineering it to clean it after arriving. Wow. 6,000. What the heck's a bird doing up at 6,000 feet? Were you near the mountains? Chart. No, that's definitely not the chart. KBHB. Well, it's right here in front of me. I'll just use it. What do I want? Becra? This gives me another 100 feet. 290. Enter, load. Okay. Backwards at 3,000 feet. MSA published. I'm to 2,000. I'm gonna do 4,000. I'm not gonna fly over our harbor. Pass AUG as well as ENE. No, I was going to, but I changed that flight plan. I'm going to put in 4,000 here. So we start down in 21 minutes. That's weird. It says 27,100 right here at ENE. I don't know what it's thinking. Oh, it must be because of the altimeter. That's a bug. Too hot to sleep there. Yeah, but you got AC, don't you? Never been to Spain. Been to England, never to Spain. Three Dog Night would be proud. Yeah, I move around sometimes. I wonder when we're going to see when we're going to see I don't know. The party place. There we are. It does. No, it's vStates. You go to Vertical Sims website, you can download it for free. Instead of making your own, you can just download theirs. And that's what it looks like. It looks really good. You know, if you make your own, you can make them sharper, but they're not color corrected. And honestly speaking, the compromise is worth it because you don't get a light green tile next to a dark green tile very often. Even though there are some, not very many. Yeah, vStates, and he's also got Ireland and Jamaica now. Canada with the airport downtown. That's yeah, Toronto downtown. Is that Billy Bishop? Oh, it's not color corrected. Flight chops. Yep. I don't know what flight chops is. There's one where the color correcting wasn't quite right. It's got a few of those over here. Oh, okay. I'd never even heard of it before. Let's see, what frequency do we need to be on? 108.3. Circling not authorized. Use local altimeter setting. If not received, use Bangor altimeter, VGSI, and ILS. The glide path not coincident. Visual tip set point not authorized using Bangor Addtional altimeter setting. Pilot controlled lighting 122.7. Speaking of which, 2, 3. Swap. And we'll put in 133.6. What, is that like the History Channel or something? Or Discovery or something? YT influencer. So I checked the weather. Still 400 foot, 2.5 miles with drizzle. 3004. It's been about 8 or 9 months since I've flown a report. LIFR. I don't remember what LIFR is. Oh, limited IFR, I guess is what it is. Low IFR. Get about here. I'm gonna vector myself. Storms to the east, low IFR. Have you flown into Heaven's Landing and explained? I saw a video of Stevie. I haven't. I haven't even looked at it. I saw that video too. They went and played golf or something, if I recall. That was a nice video. I like that one. They were flying I thought it was something small, a Baron maybe? Might have been one of those Baron flights that they do sometimes. Unless it was, no, it was a Cessna 206. Yeah, there's that airport, and there's also one in North Carolina, pretty similar. That one, they do have a payware for X-Plane, but I looked at it, it's pretty cheesy. It's not well done. I think it's still hard to do those kinds of airports. I think you really have to work on the mesh. But they did Courchevel, so, you know. I remember that approach. That was pretty. I want to get some Hawaii photo reel. I know I keep saying that. Friggin' broken record. But I do. Yeah, it'll be interesting. 400-foot ceiling, so my decision height is 200, so I should have 200 feet to breathe. Yeah, 200 feet. Well, I should have 187 feet to breathe because I had to round the DH. I had to round the barometric thing up. The baromid. Oh. You know, if there's anything I hope for the new MS 2020 is that I quit futzing with the sim and just fly. I waste an awful lot of time futzing with settings. Makes me remember when I put the 840 IFR with 300-foot ceilings everywhere. If you lose your engine with those ceilings, you're in trouble. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, with this airplane, you most certainly are. DA-42, you've got at least another a DA-40, that's a single engine. Yeah. Oh, that's God giving you a little peek right there. So we want a heading of about 06, let's see, 80, 70, 60, 060. Maybe. Maybe 050 should be better. Yeah, that's a little iffy, right? This is a little iffy. Temperature there is 18 too, so you know, probably have anti-ice on most of the way down. One CA6 east of San Diego. 1 CA6. 1 CA6. Yeah, it's right there on the border. What is that? San Diego Brown. Where is San Diego? Yeah, Gene, the two airports I was telling you about before are Montgomery and Santee. Those are the... I was trying to figure out how to fly in and out of those airports VFR. So I think you're right. I think I got out on the coast and just stayed below. Well, it isn't that bad. Looking at it now. Back then I was trying to figure it out. How are you? Okay, so let's give it a heading of 050. We'll see what that does. And let's BS. That doesn't look too bad. And we'll CDI. Fly the, what kind of a jet is it? Cat 3 approach once where I was at 400 feet. AGL was still above the clouds. It felt really strange going into the clouds when you should almost touch the ground. Trust the instruments. Yeah. That is so ground fog. Air 35, a Challenger, and a King Air 350. Is it the 350i, or is it just got the old steam gauges? I mean, with a Challenger and Learjets, I would think it'd be a 350i. Really, I can't say I understood very much why Airfoil Labs didn't put a G1000 at least in their King Air. I mean, the true airplane has a 3000, 350i, yeah. With the, it's not Abaddon, what is it? Collins. Probably with the Collins. Oh, if it's new, then it's probably got a G3000 in it. Yeah, the newer King Airs, I think, are all coming out with G3 or G5000s or something. G4000, what? Some number. Touchpads. Might see one of those over on the other sim, the FS2020, since they've made a G3000 for the TBM. If it's worth its salt. You know, it might, just turn terrain on, because there are some mountains around here. I'm going to get my inertial separator on now. Temperature is 2. wish that's him vectoring me. Speed is 150 something. 158? Just in case. Has been having exercise in years. Once the kids leave, I want to buy a tail dragger. About right. That's right where I wanted to be. 3,000. Going down. Temperature's 8, so I don't know that I need icing. Turn on the landing light though. Yeah, it's already captured it, so I'm going to VS down. There's some hills around here. I don't think there's anything up this high. Let's see, IBHB. It's got to be the right thing. There it is. There's only one ILS at this airport. Martha's Vineyard? No. Did the JFK Jr. trip a couple of times, did you? I had a friend who was flying the opposite direction in a King Air the evening that he did that. And she was the co-pilot. And she said that it was being called VFR, but said the visibility was really crap. No way it was IFR, or no way it was VFR. That's just a comment. Oh, holy crap! What is this thing doing? Alt. It does that sometimes. It did that to me this morning. But I think this morning it was my fault. Because on the citation, you've got to keep clicking Alt Cell. It's like the freaking Q400. You got to keep clicking Alt Cell. So that one was my fault. This one. Now, is it going to stop? Yeah, what the hell is that? Alright, so heading. Let's see how I do on vectoring myself here. Oh, it's a pretty sight out there though, right? Just above the clouds. A lot thicker than Pilot Guy got. Flaps one. Trust your instruments, right? Approach. Fly by hand from the final approach fix. Localizers. I got the localizer. Flaps are down, here comes the glide slope. Just approach altitude is set. Frame rate is friggin' 17. Ugh. Hope it gets better. Green, no red. Still don't have this throttle right, I swear. The thing I'm gonna hate is putting that final notch of flaps in. Because the airplane blooms.
Vertical track. I can see something. There's 1,000, last notch. Come on.
height. Yep. I don't know how realistic that is. You know, it seems like for every airport they've got that crosswind, but you know, when you've got a foggy situation like this, often there's not a lot of air movement.
Minimum. Airspeed.
Floating, floating. That was a little jerky. Welcome to Bar Harbor. We'll go to the next one. Looks like a nice place. I honestly don't know. I don't know what time I've got this thing set to. You know, it's summer and you're this far north, the sun sets late. I don't know. Oh no, probably not. Let's go over. I'm going to taxi around a little bit. We can take a look at this airport. Taxi over here to where I think the FBO is. That looks like a S340 or something. It says right there, arrivals. This is their big airport. Is that thing underground? See, I thought this was the FBO over here. Obviously I was wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be that way. I'll ask Orbx about it. Taxi light off. There Partial separators on. And icing's off.
The 230 for American 2659.
Leads, AC off.
Western Circuit 2659 for the 230. Alright, here we go.
Set the trim.
Approach Alaska
These lights are
253,
off.
checking on
This goes off.
240.
And checklist. I never set my timer. So I gotta sit here. Let's see those replays, yeah. Yeah, give me another minute, and I'll shut this thing down. We'll do them. It's kind of all over the place. I think I want to take a little bit more out of the little more out of the pitch trim.
Down to 12,000 for 886 Whiskey Tango. Number 86 Whiskey Tango, contact number 125.3. That's 125.3 for 886 Whiskey Tango.
Level 542, contact center 128.37, get it?
237.
Alright. Oh man, I was not on flight idle, was it?
West American 63 affirmative, and Delta maintain flight level 360.
I'm maintain 360 last time. 30, thank you.
I don't take chances with this airplane. It will screw me if I do that.
74, contact center 127.5.
Oh, while it's doing that, we can at least look around. These three buildings here are underground. The rest of it looks pretty good. I guess that's the big terminal there. That airplane's probably not supposed to be like that. I'd be willing to bet. Something's up with their mesh. Oh, look at this. Trucks. Maybe I'll reinstall. A lot of times it fixes things. Let's see what they put over here. This whole area, they did the whole area here. Firewood. Nice looking colonial houses. Picnic table? Yeah, something up with their mesh.
Center compass 5818, 199, 230.
Compass 5818, center, good afternoon.
All right.
290.
290, compass 5818.
Lights off. Off, off, off. Inertial separator off.
Southwest 1958, contact center was 27.52, good day.
2752, good day, South 1958.
All right. I can still hear the inertial separator running.
Alaska 1963, contact center was
There it is.
27.52, good day.
12652, Alaska 1963, good day.
All right. Replays. Flights. Toggle replay mode. Oh, look at that. Now the ceiling is pretty bad. All right, right about there. No, other way. After I get done jerking the pitch around. The weeds are moving. It looked like a touchdown and it went back up, but I don't think it did. It was a nice touchdown anyway. Let's go back and see if I did that. No, I was about an inch off the runway. See me jerking the pitch around. I do need to adjust this pitch a little bit. My little yoke, get 2 inches of play in the thing, and you in a drone now. Nice landing. Thank you. Oh, you can reuse the airplane, so that's success right there. Let's see, and let's do a wing view. Let's gotta do a wing view, don't we? I was hoping to take it down to 400 feet, but whatever. Yeah, when I did this at Savannah, I was on VATSIM, and it went really, really well. See the wind jerking me around right there a little bit. Yeah, it tells you when you hit the runway.
Sir, compass 6096, checking on flight level 34. Compass 96, generator contact 20 miles southeast of Nantucket. Position check.
Looks like a nice place.
Skyway 3391, up center, climb and maintain flight level 270.
Thank you, Gene. Yep, you'll have to load up an airplane. You've got that King Air. It's not quite as fast as this one, but it's you know, it's close enough.
1353.
Could do flight out in California. A little, yeah. They don't have, you know, I need to talk to them about that. They don't have enough GA sounds. I've never been to Maine. Never been north of Massachusetts.
American 2758.
I was at Martha's Vineyard for a week one time. So that's it for replays. So I'll reinstall this and see if that fixes the problem. I just installed it right before I loaded the sim. So yeah, that may be a setting that I've got wrong, but I don't know what setting it would be, you know, because I look down here at speed brakes. Okay, so there is a sound, but if you listen to the sound, come on. That's all the sound is supposed to be. So if they've got another sound, I could shut it off. I'll shut it off. In fact, it should be off. This airplane doesn't have speed brakes. Yeah, occasionally, you know, I'd shut this off too, but I was flying the S550 today. Flying along, and all of a sudden I hear somebody sneeze. It's funny. So yeah, I still need to do some more adjustment. I think the movement on the touchdown on the front is overdone, and maybe the sound is too. And let's see, let's cut that down one. Cut that down to here. So do that next time. But tomorrow I'm going to do a different airplane in the morning. I might do, you know, we'll see. We'll see. I've got to go out for a while tomorrow. Take some stuff to somebody. Old Loring Air Force Base. Oh, Loring, Maine. Yeah. Yeah. So here we are up in Maine. I wanted to do this because of the bad weather, because of the opportunity with the bad weather. So I need more practice with bad weather. Always need more practice with bad weather. I don't think you ever get as good as you want to be. At least I don't. Good night, Gene. I'm done too. Thanks y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. That was fun. I'll go upstairs and watch one myself. Good night.